Yeah, a lot of people thought this would be Gary Anderson against Robert Thornton.
140.
Scott missing those darts. 3 match darts in the deciding leg to beat Jenkins, who won an absolute thriller, as he did last weekend in the Pro Tour against the Scot. But yeah, you make a good point. And when he beat Anderson in a Players' Championship event away from the TV last weekend, averaging 110, 111, he then averaged 90 and lost the last game. So I think that just sums up what you may or may not get from Terry Jenkins. We shall see.
Well, it's incredible when it's a debate that rumbles on social media. Who's the best player to never win a world title? And you know, you got to think of, when I say world title, I mean a world championships, and you know, you think of Gregory and maybe Alan Evans of the old guard.
100.
You know, of the modern day players, you got to think of Terry Jenkins and Gary Anderson and Merv King. And there's an incredible long list
of nearly men.
And no one, I suppose, has got so close into winning a major than Terry. I mean, he's been in so many finals.
8. Yep.
100.
8 majors as well. The last one, of course, you remember in March,
yeah,
the UK Open, when he brilliantly to get to the final, beat Michael van Gerwen en route, and then was demolished by Adrian Lewis in the final.
And he was demolished. Lewis was Lewis.
36. Robert, you require 101.
I've done this 1,000 times in practice. Early doors.
69. So you require 144.
So 144.
Someone who has as many trouble 20s, you've got to be wary of them shots for
Exactly.
Jenkins.
I mean, Jenkins against Anderson, it does so often, he takes out the ton plus finishes to stay in the game.
Well, that 4-2. Anderson in complete control. Jenkins takes 116 out and turns the game on its head. A tremendous thrower. Many battles with him. A real tough cookie to break.
100.
Yeah, good chance for one of these players. Quarter-final, prospective quarter-final against either Taylor or Bunting.
140.
Well, I don't think we'll see the Taylor of last night turn up against Bunting this evening. If he does, he'll be going home as well.
91.
Bunting was deadly. Dolan, man of the moment for me yesterday. Thought his performance was outstanding. He'll be on later this evening.
Yeah, Brendan Dolan against Michael van Gerwen.
83.
Now both, well, Thornton 93 average, but you see Jenkins right down compared to his efforts against his heroics against Gary Anderson, but he has the wood over Anderson in terms of results.
Yeah, that's an incredible stat.
Yeah, but so too, you know, against Thornton, head to head, 8-3 in Jenkins' favour, which is, you know, with 2 top professionals, that's quite a dominance, isn't it?
140. So you require 120.
And I think they're pretty much of similar ability.
So a chance for Thornton here.
60. Robert, you require 87.
Immediate break back.
One dart at the ball.
Oh, here we go. Jenkins
That would have
has a
hurt the
chance.
ball.
So you require
Yeah.
60.
Jenkins returns to make it 1 apiece.
Loves tops.
He was walking. He thought it was in.
Needs bar in his glasses.
Yeah, he can walk now. Because that is in 1 apiece.
Hold and a hold.
It was double 10 that
Done
got the
for
job
Anderson.
done against Anderson, wasn't it?
100.
What's even more incredible is A few years ago, Jenkins was on the slippery slope. He just didn't seem interested anymore, and he was saying, "Oh, I've had enough. I'm going to slow down." And, he's climbed back up the rankings. I think my fellow commentator Rod Harrington gave him a bit of stick.
100.
He's always liable and always likely, and has proved it time and time again, Terry Jenkins, to produce something extra special. But
Some of the matches.
the point that we make, and say he freely admits it, that he can be brilliant one day and ordinary the next. And
Match at the Grand Slam, I think we commentated on it. Anderson, Terry Jenkins. Jenkins beat. It was a phenomenal game.
Performance, yeah.
One of the top 10 games in my archive library. It was just relentless.
140. 63.
Terry Jenkins averaging 82. Can only get better. Tops he needs.
41.
Well, he will be back.
Robert, you required 20.
A double 10. Race to 10 to be the first man through to the quarterfinals. And no mistake this time. Thornton leads 2-1. Only a leg between them on the scoreboard. 11 points between them on the averages.
36.
Well, Jenkins hasn't turned up so far. I think Gary Anderson, well, I was going to say probably on a flight home, but if he was watching this, he'd be mighty frustrated. But that's the way it goes.
I'm not telling him.
This is better, Terry.
140.
Well, I expect to see Thornton in the Premier League again next year.
I think Anderson's a shoe-in.
46.
I'm trying to think who we got. Who's your picks?
Yeah, I think James Wade comes back in. Stephen Bunting's a great chance to get in.
100.
Yeah, going to be very interesting. Jenkins struggling for a bit of rhythm in the early stages.
80.
80 scored, but advantage, you would say, here to Robert Thornton as he looks to strike the first blow, the first break of this game.
60.
Real let off for Terry Jenkins. Jenkins being outscored at the moment. Yeah, that's well worked out, really well worked out.
Robert, you required 148.
Thornton here should have been a lot closer to a finish.
54.
Yeah, it looked almost nailed on for a break of throw. It's going to get one dart at tops.
Well, he keeps doing that. He's at the moment he's been outscored, and to a certain extent he's been outplayed, but he's held on to his throw twice. Terrific finishing, and Terry Jenkins here will know that he will get better, he will improve.
I think that's the key to beating Jenkins, is to get on him early and try and establish a lead, because you know he's going to at some point come back at you.
Well, this is the biggest game between the pair, I reckon, since Terry Jenkins won a quarter-final at the Grand Slam way back in 2009. So, sense of importance, and TV major
100.
is there to be won, there to be had this weekend here in Germany.
Yeah, it's a wide open event. certainly that. This half
The
of the draw.
bottom half of the draw, absolutely, is wide open.
First 180.
140.
5 140s from Jenkins. He's staying in touch now and just beginning to pick it up a little bit. Important leg just before the break.
100. So you require
Great chance for a breaker throw.
Oh, this would be a real steal if he can pinch a leg here
Still a
against the
chance.
darts.
Yep, ball. Ball for the ball.
Bully! Have a look at that. Have a bit of that, Robert Thornton, Terry Jenkins. Great dart from the ball, and he leads 3-2 in the race to be the first man into the quarterfinals. This is going to be very, very close. Don't go anywhere. Jenkins edging it 3-2 here in Mulheim. So far between them. A lot of room here, though. A lot of room here. Well, that's unlucky.
120.
Went for the small side.
But all of a sudden, a bit of pressure on Jenkins. Thornton,
81.
in effect, has the darts now in this leg. After watching his opponent banging that brilliant bull finish. Another 140.
100.
That's okay. Leaves him a finish.
Yeah. Best part of a ton in front. Staying up there.
We knew it was only a matter of time, and just when Robert Thornton thought, I may have got you here, Terry, Jenkins comes up with a 180, and that's exactly what he did against Gary Anderson. Time and time again,
55.
Anderson hit a brilliant
59.
shot, and Jenkins responded. Now he needs tops off the back of a maximum to win the leg. Well, that's frustrating. Got to be frustrating.
So you require 86.
Well, Thornton just carrying on, wondering what all the fuss is about. Oh, he's
my
missed the
goodness.
big 18. Well, he was actually doing the right thing. He was going
Yep.
for the big number to leave the bull finish. But in doing that,
20.
he over-egged it. And Jenkins makes him pay 4-2. It's 3 consecutive legs now for Terry Jenkins. You know, Jenkins time and time again, it's one of the features of his career, that the amount of times he hits back and
Catches you napping.
yeah, absolutely.
100.
Perfect example in that deciding leg against Anderson on the opening night. Jenkins had the darts, made a slow start. Anderson 180,
100.
total control. Jenkins steps up
Backs him up
180.
with 180.
Straight off. Be great entertainment, you know, no matter what level Terry's playing at, he's always good to watch.
81.
Never lets you down on the entertainment scale, Terry Jenkins.
$91.
Frustration because
Starting to pull a few.
yeah,
Second bounce out.
40.
no, I think it hit the dart, didn't it? Came out. But this is a great chance again for Jenkins against the darts.
100.
Thornton needs a couple of troubles.
Well,
3
there you
would be
are.
great.
There's 2. How about 3? Much needed, and right on cue as well. Giving himself a chance here after losing the last 3 legs. Treble 20 and tops. He may look at 2 tops here.
Well, that was a half effort.
So you require 150.
He played that a bit cute there, I think. It was more of a high 20 than a low tops.
90. So you require 40.
To break, no, just to hold.
Yeah, just a holder throw. Oh, he does. Yeah, used the dart beautifully, didn't he? The first dart as a guide. That's classic finishing. First dart high, and then he aimed at the first dart.
Just kissed it
Gets
in.
the result, yeah.
100.
Well, they both reached the semi-finals here at the European Championship. Both undone by Taylor.
60.
First ever European Championship in Frankfurt, 2008. Thornton losing to Taylor, and then 2 years later, Terry Jenkins lost 11-10.
Oh,
He's hit another one! Snuck the last dart in. I remember that 2010 last leg decider, Taylor winning it and winning the event again.
First 4 years of this tournament, Taylor was crowned the champion.
Back to back.
139.
Well, switched. That's fine. He's left 82 after 9.
26. Terry, you require.
You might see the ball. 75, treble 17, double 12. No need to do anything risky.
42.
To establish or re-establish the two-leg cushion. Never in doubt.
Jenkins winning 4 out of the last 5. The difference between them, one break of throw. Jenkins 121 finish on the ball, so a bit of pressure now
100.
on Robert Thornton to perform to get himself back in it. Decent finishing from both players, have to say. Thornton 50%, 3 out of 6. Jenkins 5 out of 8 on the doubles.
Be frustrating for Thornton because he would be fully aware it's, you know, hardly a barnstormer. So he'd be trying to motivate himself to find another gear and kick on.
140.
I think that's part of Terry's makeup. That's what he does. Leads you into a false sense of security and then bashes you up.
And that's what he's doing here.
140.
Well, noticeably, Jenkins' average has gone from about 83 to 94 over the last 4 or 5 legs.
Scoring's much more solid.
Yeah.
140.
First 4 legs very sketchy, and gets out of that session.
100. Robert, you require 121.
$11 ball, double 14. He's got the treble.
93.
Should be back.
Terry, you require 161.
Should be. You never know with Jenkins. You never know with Jenkins. Oh, it was close, wasn't it?
Very.
It was close.
137.
No, can't afford to miss here, Robert.
28.
Double 14. Oh, good dart, good hold, good leg.
Yeah, solid.
Secretary to Robert.
And again, the excellent finishing standard has been really good in this opening game.
55.
Now is this Thornton's chance to level it up before the break?
He'd be disappointed with that. Real open chance. Good switch.
134.
The recovery.
You look at the barrels on Terry Jenkins' darts, super smooth, and you wonder how he controls them sometimes.
Well, it's very much like a
83.
slick motor racing tire.
Yeah, it is.
More
it is.
surface areas, more contact with the. When they they take some getting used to, but when you do get used to them, there is an incredible amount of grip on them. Stephen Bunting throws a similar dart.
97.
Get a look at them.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, they really are super smooth.
100.
There we
Have a
go.
look, no grip whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't make them out of a copper tungsten mix. Get even more grip on them. Those of you at home wonder what the barrels have got a reddish hue to them. They're usually copper tungsten, and when they're smooth,
17.
they're incredibly gripping.
A bit of pressure on the shot. Oh, now then, there is pressure on the shot. 6 scored. Good dart.
66.
All in a row, but
134.
134 for Thornton.
2 trebles needed. Treble 20, treble 14, double 16. Oh, tops. Bit disappointed with that.
Terry, you require 51.
Big moments in this match. Well, way off with the first. Well, that's exactly what he did when he beat Gary Anderson. First one a mile away, second one spot on. Huge hold from Terry Jenkins in a race to 10 for a place in the quarter-final. Throw. That's it. That's the difference. And it was Jenkins' brilliant 1-2-1 finish on the ball. All the rest have been holes.
60.
George Noble, referee. There's a loose one.
He was trying to put it over the top.
Well, what a chance here for Jenkins. Well, a desolate Robert Thornton trudges up to the board to get his darts out. Can Jenkins fill his boots?
It's a real grinder, Jenkins. Perfect marker. Well, a previous throw he did that, he went right, and this time he's gone left.
55.
He's trying to make something happen rather than letting it happen.
At the moment, 100 is enough, and Jenkins on a finish here.
Again, you're seeing that little jump on release. Just trying to force the issue.
68.
The radar is off in this leg. What a chance here to break through again for Jenkins.
Might go ball.
Might go the ball
It was
anyway.
open target. Man, looks treble 18.
Well, he got caught in two minds.
I think
there.
he did, yeah. I think he was looking at the treble 18 and decided to go ball. Can't do it now.
But Jenkins, what a chance here.
Needs to make sure this. Yeah, that's a good last dart.
Well, this to take total control of the match.
Yeah, could only get one dart at a double, and he's gonna. So it was important for Thornton to put a bit of pressure on this dart.
Oh, what about that? What about that? The setup dart was perfect.
Yeah, for him.
That's a double breaker throw, and it's a double blow for Robert Thornton. Well, here's Jenkins going to take out
58.
two Scots, and Gary Anderson and Robert Thornton.
He won't be welcome up there very well, will he?
Yeah, talking of which, Thornton here looks at a maximum. That's perfect. 3 in a row. Absolute perfect from Thornton. Thornton and Anderson both on show. Next weekend, the Masters, the Royal Highland Centre in Edinburgh. Next Saturday and Sunday, the world's top 16. Tickets still available, I'm told, if you fancy watching the very best in the world of darts. That's next Saturday and Sunday in Edinburgh.
Live on ITV4.
It was a double break up. Thornton here, favourite to get one of those back. Here we go, 7-4 down. Thornton with the dart. If you said to him now, this is going to go to a last leg decider, he'd snatch your hand off, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
59. Robert, you require 100.
A poor leg from Jenkins. A good one from Thornton. 130 left.
The reason
safety first.
Yeah, the reason he didn't go for treble 20 ball is that his opponent not on a finish, so he's left his favourite double, which is absolutely the right thing to do.
100%.
Robert, you require 40.
To get a break of throw back and, dare I say, get him in the game. Getting closer.
I wouldn't be shocked if Jenkins knocks this about. Here we go. Double 20 for double 12. Oh.
Well, that was heart in mouth time for Robert Thornton.
Yeah.
Robert, you require 40.
But yep, 7-4 becomes 7-5. A holder throw. And we got a match on our hands. Just needs to consolidate that break with holding. A break's not a break unless you hold.
Game on.
Well, let's see. I wonder if we are going to go to another last leg decider. No tie breaks. If it's 9-all, Thornton would have the darts. What was your record in last leg deciders over your career?
Didn't often get that
Not good.
close.
You didn't get that far.
No. I either got stuffed or I won. It wasn't complicated. Don't know. On the floor I was reasonably alright. I didn't feel any more pressure at the end of a match than at the beginning of a match. A solid 18 darter back in my day would have won it.
140, 140, 140. 100 from Jenkins. Yeah, we thought you wouldn't be able to separate them. Same average. Good checkout percentage.
140.
Well, that's 3 140s at the start of the leg, and just giving him a little bit of confidence, hasn't it? Winning that leg against the throw,
Yeah.
getting himself back into the match, Thornton.
And it was a solid leg, included a 180.
Robert, you require 81.
Another good leg. 81 after 9. Bull.
Oh, great dart. 81 on the ball, 12 darter from Robert Thornton. Really, really good darts. And he's back in it. 12 darter, back-to-back legs. Only one between them now.
140.
Just sense
100.
9-all.
yeah, and that both players are now beginning to pick it up a bit.
Yep.
We're getting to the business end, aren't we?
140.
About 40 minutes we've been going.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with it, when you the boards in the practice area, though they're measured, remeasured, they're absolutely identical and to the millimetre. You would think that you would walk out of there, walk on the stage, and it'd be exactly the same. But the environment, the heat, the lighting, everything's different. Oh, look at this!
Fantastic. Well, what was it I said about both players now beginning to realise how important it is? Picking the pace up tops for 11 darter. 11 darter. Thornton won the last leg in 12. Jenkins replies, winning in 11. It's a proper game now, all right.
60.
In the practice room, I used to look for the board that I felt the least comfortable on. It felt a little bit longer, even though they're all the same. It just look at this. Now it's starting to go.
We've had 4 in the last 4 legs, 3 of them from Thornton. It's now or never for the Scot, really. He's been chasing and chasing ever since he won the first leg and the third leg, but since then
Trailed.
he's been trailing, and he's
55.
well, 180 followed by 55, but still in control of the leg at the moment. I love his facial expressions as he's playing the game, Thornton.
You know exactly what he's thinking.
Yep.
21.
Yeah, he'd be no good at poker.
100. Robert, you require 85.
Oh, gotta go. Can't afford to lose another one here.
20
Jenkins
for the ball.
2 away.
Oh, double 5.
80. Terry, you require 120.
This would be typically Terry. Can't do it now.
80. Robert, you require 5.
But to stay in the match, you would think. Double 2.
Definitely.
Oh, what a good dart that was. Under pressure, he found a way through. He lifted it over the first dart. Yeah, well done. Well, if he'd have missed there, you couldn't see Jenkins missing the way he's been finishing. 8 out of 12, 67%. Check out success rate. That would have been 9-6, and for me, curtains, but still advantage Jenkins. Good game.
Both averaging 94.
Yep. They have picked it up, as we
Yeah, oh
predicted.
God, yeah.
Another 140. 12 from Jenkins. 23 140s in the match. Still to come. Chisnall against White. Classen and Caven, and Peter Wright against Kim Hybrex in the afternoon session here. Round 2 of the European Championship here in Mulheim. Who will be the first man into Sunday afternoon's quarterfinals? Jenkins a big favourite.
In this situation at 8-7, under extreme pressure, Jenkins 140, 140, 130. Another 11 dart leg possibility.
That's
Yep,
brilliant.
tops for an 11. Perfect dart.
12 darter will do.
If you're going to miss, that's where you want to put him.
Well, it's now or never, Chris, for Robert Thornton. 3 legs left, he's got to win them all.
That's not the way to start that combination.
60.
Terry will be all over this,
Do you
like
know,
a cheap suit.
He was sluggish, wasn't he? He was sluggish and slow and had no rhythm in the opening 4 legs of the match.
And that's where you've got to get on him.
Yeah, but as soon as he hit that 1-2-1 on the ball to break the throw,
different
5th leg
player.
it was, he controlled this match beautifully.
Yeah, perfect match play.
And now he's rattled Thornton to the extent where Jenkins here looks like he can win the match in this leg.
81.
Control of the leg. Pinch the throw already.
180 needed.
100.
May not be enough. Jenkins still with the darts here.
100.
That's okay. Jenkins will be looking at 6 darts from 180 to go through.
Yeah. Thinking to himself now, come on Terry, just a 140. Lay it on top. He tried. Just tried to float that one in. Overall, 7 out of 10 for Jenkins. 96 average, 64% finishing. It's been a good performance.
1 dart at tops to win it here.
40.
Last chance saloon for Thornton. No, it's not been his day.
84. Here you go, 40.
For the match. to be the first man in the quarter-finals. Well, that's 4 match darts. Robert Thornton had put his darts away. He thought it was lost. It was over. It isn't.
I put my mic away. 2 darts at tops. Just needs the one. Massive leg now for Terry, because if he doesn't hold, Thornton will have the darts in the deciding leg.
100.
Well, just give us an insight now to what possibly what Jenkins is thinking after those
15 darts. Just a 15 dart. I mean, Terry's reasonably good, I think. Just once the leg's done, it's done. You know, just move on to the next one. Can't dwell on it. He can't change it. He can't have another go at the tops again. He'll be praying, just give me one more go. Give me one more go to win the match.
Well, that'll do. Brilliant 140, his 14th of the match. Thornton's got to match it or better. Or better. Oh, that's fantastic. In this situation, under that pressure, a 5th 180. It ain't over yet.
135.
Well, he switched there to the treble 15. I'm not too sure about that. The 180 was on. Thornton desperate for a treble.
60.
Oh,
Well,
not enough.
419
Not
ball.
enough.
Yeah, treble 19 ball.
Ball to win it.
He's going to go 10, I think.
86.
Well, he's gambling on Thornton not taking out 161. It was a reasoned choice.
Risky. Oh,
Well, the gamble.
heart in his mouth. Time for
The gamble's
Jenkins.
paid off so far.
Yeah, 3 clear now at tops. There we go.
That's it. Jenkins is the first man through to the quarter-finals of this year's European Championship. He missed 4 darts at tops to win it 10-7. No mistake this time. Jenkins has defeated Gary Anderson and Robert Thornton.